Cantonization. There's an idea that's been around for quite some time to divide the country into cantons, and not only here in Israel. For example, Switzerland is divided into cantons, and today, in light of these very painful rifts that are tearing us apart, once again this idea is brought up. If you want to live in the state of Tel Aviv, go ahead, no problem. Someone else wants to live in the state of Judea and Samaria, fine. Someone else wants to live in the state of Jerusalem, great, and so on. Do you think that this kind of solution, where the country is divided into different cantons, can this save the Israeli society? It'll bring an end to this country and altogether to the idea of returning to the land of Israel. The entire tendency that we see now toward separation instead of unity will drive us out of the land of Israel and out of everything else. We're in a stage in history where all of us and the entire world are headed in the direction of connection. And precisely the connection that the people of Israel have to show everyone, this is the correct connection and the future of the world. Look, the division already exists. It's not that we're initiating anything new. We're divided, and it's a fact. So what? So we're divided. It's true. So why do you resist it? Why are you saying that this will devastate us for sure? Because we, and following us the rest of the world, are headed in the opposite direction, where we all have to come together and unite as one man and one heart, as one nation. This the future? Yes. In the meantime, it only seems that we're moving away from it. It's only in order to show us that we're taking the wrong path, and from this crisis, we have to see the stages of correction. In the future, will separation grow or decrease? In the meantime, we're in the recognition of evil, meaning there's the force of the human ego that wants to divide and separate and estrange itself and so on. And along with it, there's the other force of the general nature that wants to unite us. And this force, what does it want to make out of the state of Israel with all of its denominations and everything? It wants for all of us to unite around one idea, that we're all brothers, that we're all one nation, all around the world. And this is how it's going to be. How am I supposed to relate to someone here in Israel who's my complete opposite? We're living in a world that is revealing itself as an ever more integral world, global world. And so a person can't be opposed to nature as a whole. He has to flow with it. And the more we advance in the direction of our connection, above all the disturbances, above all the differences, accordingly, we'll be closer to nature as a whole, and by that, we will merit for all the forces of nature to treat us favorably. And this will be expressed in health, economy, and what? In everything. In health, weather, our entire life. And what about our disputes? They are revealed in order for us to rise above them. And this is how love covers all crimes. Love covers all crimes. And this is how we'll actually grow upon all of these negative forces that are being revealed in order for us to reach a greater and greater connection above them. So from you, I understand that what separates us is bad and what connects us is good, and that they sustain one another. One cannot exist without the other. You have to have the bad and you have to have the good. And we have to see these two forces as a kind of game through which nature is advancing us. Because if there will be no negative forces, the positive forces can't exist either. Leaping into the future, to that beautiful picture where everyone's connected as one. All people are the same there, or is there a variety, or in each and every person there's hate toward others, and in each and every one there's love toward others. As it says, love covers all crimes. Then these two forces will coincide in every person and in all of humanity as a whole. What will this bring us to? It will bring us to the revelation of the general upper force of nature, that we'll see where we are, through all the galaxies, into the distance, into the world of endlessness. And then, when we will start correctly connecting these two forces of plus and minus, we'll discover that in between them we exist as eternal beings.